So this week on October the 3rd, I watched Rascal Does Not Dream of a Dreaming Girl, the long-awaited movie follow-up to Rascal Does Not Dream of Bunny Girl Senpai, which aired in the fall of last year and quickly became one of the best and most popular anime of the year. Upon its conclusion, we were left with many unanswered questions and a desire for more. Thankfully, the movie was announced, and we were all anxious to see it so that we could finally learn more about Shoko Makinohara, the enigmatic girl that appeared in the anime but was shrouded in mystery. The wait finally ended this week when the limited screening for the film was upon us. 2 days, two screenings, allowing us to finally enjoy it. Like with Heaven's Feel 2, I came home feeling empty, but at the same time filled with conflicting emotions because the film was just that powerful, beautiful, and thought provoking. And like with Heaven's Feel 2, putting this video together is the best way for me to let it all out and express just why this movie was so darn amazing. I proudly present to you my review of Rascal Does Not Dream of a Dreaming Girl. Now, this movie was all about unraveling the mystery surrounding Shoko and about the effects that those revelations have on Sakuta and Mai's relationship. The number one thing I wanted from this film was just that. I wanted to know the truth behind Shoko. We know from the anime that there are two Shoko Makinoharas, a young one and a grown up one. We also know of her past with Sakuta, but the anime chose to disclose very little about her, so we never did discover why there are two of them. That did not stop us from speculating, of course, and while I had my own ideas regarding the truth, I was pleased to see that I was wrong, that the mystery was not that simple. When the secret was finally revealed, I was in awe. It is, in my opinion, the best mystery this series has had so far. Now, before going over the best component of this movie in detail, I want to quickly talk about the technical aspects. That is, the art and animation, which were both stellar, mostly unchanged from the anime, and the music, writing, direction, all of which were masterful. Again, just like they were in the anime. The visual presentation of this movie was overall just breathtaking. Some of the scenes were just fantastic because they were beautifully drawn, animated, and the shots were framed well and directed well. And the music really helped to elevate the emotional scenes. It was an audio-visual triumph. These are all key elements in the formula that leads to the greatness of this series, but there is another element in that formula, and that is the undisputed best part of the movie, the characters. Sakuta continues to be a fantastic main character. The anime had already established him as one of the best main characters ever, especially in a genre where the main character is typically denser than osmium. Sakuta is not afraid to speak his mind. He says what he wants to say, he does what he wants to do, he's vulnerable, relatable, he's just a very mature and real character. This movie has him face some tough choices, and we can see another side to him. The side that cares, loves, and worries. A side we were already familiar with from Kaide's arc, but here it's taken to another level. This side of him is vastly different from the Sakuta we are most familiar with, the one that is unapologetically lewd and the one that makes us laugh, though there is still a lot of that in this movie. And then we have Mai, who always kept a cool head and who was always in control of her emotions. But much like with Sakuta, this movie shows us a Mai we were not really familiar with. A Mai that is overflowing with feelings she can't keep bottled up anymore. A Mai that is unable to keep her cool in the face of the challenges she now has before her. We see just how much she loves and cares for Sakuta. This movie made me love Mai a lot more as a character because I could see her so vulnerable, so emotional, so human. The relationship between the two of them as girlfriend and boyfriend was elevated to a whole new level, cementing them as one of the best couples in anime ever. And finally, we have Shoko. Shoko was the character that needed screen time the most going into this movie because we were already well acquainted with Sakuta and Mai, but we knew very little about Shoko. She immediately steals the show right from the beginning as a counter to Mai's cool and reserved persona. Shoko is more cheerful, silly, and open. This contrast in personality leads to hilarious exchanges between them, with Sakuta hopelessly stuck in the middle. But just as with Sakuta and Mai, Shoko's cheerful self gives way to deep emotions in a way that, again, contrasts with Mai's more explosive outbursts. Choko shows emotion in a somber, more mature way that seeks to provide comfort and hope. Now, everything that I just said pertains to the older, grown up Choko. Young Choko got more screen time in the anime than her adult counterpart, so we knew her better, but she too gets a lot more screen time in this movie. Young Choko is adorable and sweet, and you really want that smile to be preserved. Both Chocos have their time to shine, but it is certainly adult Choco that steals the show and my heart. The rest of the cast is still present, they mostly play a supporting role. But that does not stop them from having some great moments. Futaba and Noloka join the three leads in pulling at our heartstrings, and Koga brings the laughs as she is continuously teased by Sakuta. In the end, it's the characters that really push this movie to greater heights. Overall, I laughed, I cried, I felt so many things: longing, sorrow, happiness, anxiety, love. This movie was an emotional roller coaster filled with unforgettable, powerful moments, and its ending left me wanting to see more of this fantastic series. Like with Heaven's Field 2, I feel like I witnessed something beautiful, memorable, and fleeting. I witnessed something that left a mark deep within me. Now, I say fleeting, which is of course not true since Heaven's Field has another movie coming out next year, and I'm willing to bet that we will get season 2 for Rascal. What I mean by fleeting is that watching them felt like a singular, monumental experience. It was as if for their duration I was trapped in another dimension, or trapped within a bubble. A place where time had stopped, where nothing around me mattered. A place where the only thing that mattered was the masterpiece playing before my eyes. When the movie reached its conclusion, it felt like I was returned to reality and time began flowing again. It was as if I had woken up from a beautiful dream, a dream I didn't want to wake up from, and I come to the realization in that one moment that what I just lived through was a once in a lifetime experience, an experience I would gladly relive time and time again. The memories of this movie, I will take them with me to the future. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching, and let's meet again in the next video.
全部僕が持っていくからさ。翔子さんと過ごした時間も記憶も全部一つ残らず僕が未来に持っていく。
バイバイ、作田くん。青春豚野郎は夢見る少女の夢を見ない。